All right, here we are. Welcome to the House of Booze. First episode. Not really going to get into a whole lot other than, tell the little history of the place and the background of everything, how we came about. Basically, just me and a bunch of buddies. One night we're just sitting around watching games and having some drinks. And somebody made the comment, man, should start doing a YouTube channel with drinks, mixed drinks, bourbon, whatever. I was like, you know what? That sounds like too much work. We got to thinking, and I was like, you know what? Why not? What do we have to lose? So, welcome to the first episode. Basically, my house has always been the place for people to gather, whether it's family or just friends coming over, having drinks, hanging out. But it's always been the spot everybody's come to. When I first got the house, that's all we did. We'd always have friends and family over. Roughly bought the house, say 20 years ago, right around this time, I believe it was. So basically, like, the one thing that sold me on the house was, it was a rather big kitchen for this area around here. Not really a whole lot of big kitchens. Nice sized kitchens and houses around here, but nothing too huge. So the first thing that sold me was a kitchen. It was pretty big for around here. It's like an 18 by 18 or 20 by 20 kitchen. Nice size room. So originally that's where, we had everything set up. That's where everybody mainly gathered and sat around, having drinks and eating dinner whenever we'd have, some type of an event or something going on over here. Definitely like around the holidays. It was just, grew into the place that everybody wanted to come back to and hang out. Just because of the atmosphere and everybody, getting along, no problems, no drama, whatever. Just one of the things where it just kept growing and growing. So, we outgrew the kitchen, so to speak. And then I cleaned and gutted out my sunroom. So the sunroom, the back sunroom, was a 20 by 10 or 12, just a long rectangle room. So we set that up to, to be a little bar in the back. It was like a 10-foot bar, bar ledge along the one side of the wall. At one point it had like a table or two in there or a couch or something. That was like the lounge hangout area, We still hung out in the kitchen, more people came over. Obviously, it wouldn't be too packed in the kitchen. That way people can just go to the back sunroom and hang out as well. And it's kind of, serves a dual purpose. Place for seating and to hang out while everybody else is, hanging out and sitting in the kitchen. So we had that bar room in the back for years to come. And then eventually we started outgrowing that. As years went on down the line, and this is over a course of 20 years, obviously, to where we're at now. So over time, we just slowly grew out one area and to the next. And another big seller for the house for me was the yard. The yard was a nice size yard. And that is what really sold me, because I was able to expand out into the yard and still have plenty of yard left. So that was a big selling feature for me, because that gave me the plenty of room to go ahead and expand out if I ever wanted to put additions onto the house, So over the course of time, we outgrew the kitchen, outgrew the back bar room. We even had a big old patio out here. There's a patio door coming off the sunroom right onto what used to just be grass. The whole thing was just, one big giant yard with nothing in the back. So I want to say about the third or fifth year that after I moved in, I had a big old 30 by 16 or 18 patio put down, all paver patio. Another, great spot for people to come and hang out during the summertime. Cookouts, you name it. This, once again, the place everybody comes to and hangs out. So we put on the patio to, for further entertainment for everybody. Overall, just a great time. And this is leading up to, when COVID took over. We always, met out in the bars, went to the bars, bar hopping, whatever, out to restaurants. But when COVID hit, nobody was able to meet up in large gatherings. So far as, going out to the bars, restaurants, nightlife and all that. So when COVID hit, I was like, you know what? I can just build my bar. I'll build my own bar. That's what me and my buddies, we sat around debating, thinking about different ways of doing it and plans and how big, where to add, the addition to or whatever. But now, once COVID hit, it allowed me, and I'm not sure if everybody else was this way, but my 401 company that I have my 401k through, they had it to where during the time of COVID, it was almost like considered like a hardship, because everybody's job was extremely uncertain as what direction certain places were going to go, if they're going to stay open or close. And that was one of them things that made me nervous around that time, because I was like, man, if we shut down and I lose my job, then that means I lose everything that I've worked for. All those years at the factory, I would have lost everything, because no job, no money coming in. Say goodbye to everything you own or you want to own that you're still paying on. So when COVID came around, my 401k company allowed to where we could do an early withdrawal without the early withdrawal fees. Now, granted, you still had to pay all the taxes, from taking that money out, but it really was a lifesaver, because that allowed me to pay off a lot of bills. Paid off my car, vehicles, loans, credit cards, even paid off the house. For all that money that was left over on my mortgage, I was able to pay everything off, and that's what I did. Not a lot of people even knew about that ability, through their 401 at the time, waiving the early withdrawal and all that, and allowing you to pull your money out. Because normally you can't just call up and say you want to pull out your 401 money. It's a lot of hoops you have to jump through, or you just take out a loan against your 401. But I was able to withdraw everything that I put in there, the past would have been 15 years at the time. So it allowed me, and I was semi-smart with the 401 back in the day. So a lot of people don't even start up a 401 when they're young. But, I had older uncles, my father, everybody, in my ear about setting the 401 up, because thankfully I did, because I did need it when the time came. Usually it's left for, when you retire. But I figured usually people, the first thing they do when they retire, they use their 401 usually at that time of retirement to pay off all their debt in their house. So I figured, why not? Slept on it, talked to the 401k company, got everything in line that I needed, and had them deposit a large amount over to my bank account, which allowed me to pay all my debts at that time. So thankfully I was able to do that. But which brings us to now, to where once all that debt was paid off, I still had some money left over. And I was like, you know what? Since we've been talking about this, why not just build onto the house, build a bar? So that's exactly what we did. We ripped up the whole patio, used the size of the patio to determine the size of the room that we were going to build. So the bar in here, it's a 30, I believe a 30 by 16 or 18. And lots of good times in here. So the name House of Booze, it just came, you know, it's been around forever. It seems like ever since I moved into this house, because, you know, like I said, this was the hangout. This was the hangout spot. So, man, this smells so good. I forget how good this was. Not a bottle review video whatsoever, but if you like the Maker's 46 French Oak, say something down in the comments, man. That bottle is really, really solid. And you can't beat the price on this. Very good bottle. So, yeah, the nickname House of Booze came from, you know, because it was always a party house. Not out of control kind of party, but, you know, everybody always wanted to come here and hang out. So we always had cookouts, gatherings. Definitely now, like, this is pretty much set up as a sports bar in a sense. And that was a thing that we're going for, because that's all we do is football, basketball, baseball, hockey, MMA, boxing, you name it. So, so right here, this whole section right here, this bar top, it's about a 2 foot by 12 foot bar top, just a long rectangle bar top. 3 TVs in the back, 65 in the middle, 50 on the sides. Then we have two 42 inch over here on the pillar, facing out with seating around the side. Video games, Golden Tee, Ninja Turtles, big old beer fridge, you know, pretty much the works of what you need for having a little sports bar in your home. But it's always a great time. Fully stocked bar. Mainly all bourbons. That's what I'm into. So most of it is all bourbon. You have some of your clear vodkas, tequilas, some rums, a couple different mixed bottles, mixed drinks, but mainly bourbon. That's what I'm into. Bunch of bottles on the shelves on the bottom. We got a 2-tier shelf on the bottom, pretty much stocked up of all the bottles that I like, that I generally drink on occasion. 3-tier shelf little system I built. It's just pretty much like a stair step. You got 3 tiers. I think at one point, I cannot remember, but I want to say like 100 bottles on that 3-tier. That also is 12 foot long. I can't even remember last time I counted, and I haven't replenished a whole lot of these bottles. It was fully stocked at one time, to where I didn't even bother buying up any bottles anymore. Pretty much got 2 of everything of what I like, and then others like the Wellers, the Buffalo Trace, the Old Elks, the Evan Williams bottled and bond. I got multiple backups. Early times, multiple backups. Your Smoke Wagon, your entry bottle Smoke Wagon, that's a big hitter around here. A lot of people like that one. Man, yeah, just a good time overall. Everybody loves coming over, watching games. As you can see, it's football Sunday. Gonna have people over again in the morning, or later on in the afternoon. Morning now, soon to be afternoon. Game time, obviously. Browns fans. Usually everybody's a mixture of, you know, multiple different teams. Not everybody's Browns when they come over here. Just a good time, man. So this is the first episode. Just wanted to get it out there just to let everybody know what we're doing here. We'll be doing some bottle reviews. I think even at one point, we're discussing bringing on some people and maybe do more of like a podcast type deal. Sitting down and talking with people from within the town that are doing doing things around here, improving, you know, the little town that we live in here. Just trying to kick out a bunch of ideas, see what really sticks. But yeah, mainly we'll be doing bottle reviews, anything like that. Trying to come up with different ideas for videos, and we'll see how it goes from here. There might be a couple different type of categories that we come up with, far as rather than just your regular bottle review video. But that's where we're at right now, and that's where we're heading. Just overall, the history of this place, everybody, you know, wanted to come here, hang out. It's always a good time. And if you know who I am in town, you're more than welcome to hit me up, come over, have a good time. We always do. Oh yeah, that was another thing. Every year that it's been growing bigger and bigger ever since we started this, you know, built this bar. I do what were we calling it? A bottle share. So once a year, and still haven't had one yet this year, so I got to figure that out before the year ends. We'll have, you know, we'll set it up through a bunch of friends, family. I'll reach out to some people on, you know, Facebook Messenger. Basically what we do is everybody will come over with one bottle, a bottle that they really like, that they want to share with everybody else, in case, you know, somebody's here that has never seen a bottle, never had a bottle of that, never tried it. Just a good time to get together and share bottles, and that's all we do. So basically this whole bar top will be just lined full of different bottles. Everybody will have a glass, you know, at your free will. Just pour a little taster. Everybody does a little tasting run, you know, pour just a little bit to get, you know, quick little pour, see how it is, how it goes down, how it tastes, if you like it or not. Yeah, just random bottles, see what you like, have a pour. It's usually a good turnout. So like I said, just want to get that first video out, kind of share, you know, a little history of this place, let everybody know. This is what we're going to start doing. Like I said, there's going to be other different style and categories of videos, but mainly just, you know, bottle reviews. Just to start off, we'll eventually get it figured out to where if we decide to do like interview podcast style, bring people in, because I said I wanted to have like the local bands at least. I wanted to at least get some of the local bands in here to, you know, try to help get their music out and about, more known, because we have a lot of them around here, not only here in town but surrounding towns. So I wanted to do something along those lines as well. So I think in the future we'll be doing more and more videos, dropping bottle review videos, sit down interview style videos. We'll figure it out as time goes. Just want to let everybody know, keep an eye out for the channel, because hopefully this is going to continue to grow and be something. Cheers till the next one.